When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right? Be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Got his man on the outside. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Find some fresh air. Turning on the Jets. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
Looking for a crease to the left. Turning it on. Powers through. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack. And that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Back to pass, it's back. Quarterback now breaking the field. Dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
No time and comes out throwing. Gets it to the back. Wide open spaces. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
He's got it again. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause. You're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So, tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer. Nice run by the way.
These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
Yeah, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played. But
going up top, and they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Caught in the backfield. It's White. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the Noles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. The 50, the 40, the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Canes! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, David, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Start from their own 21. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Brings up second down.
Ready, break.
Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Castellanos. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pittman. And they'll knock him down. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad, like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
He fires to the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points.
There he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. He would not be denied.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for and blocking, because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw. It's back. With the catch, it's Daniels.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you and make big plays.
From the gun, give on the inside. Oh, that big stiff arm got him some room. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Bowman. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Beck. Got his man on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. With the catch, it's Robinson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Makes the grab, and a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Gives it on the option. Oh, it's a running room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Miami. How about this defense taking one back to the house? No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's Castellanos. Zings it complete to the right. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources.
Time to take a shot. Makes the grab at the 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he's going to bring this one out. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage
right down the middle. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He slings it deep to the left. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Here we go.
Motion from the back. He might want another play. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the middle. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Seminoles are on the move. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Knowles! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of
Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Fears the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
There is something you don't see very often. A sack or a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, they're going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Sails one into the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Start this drive and snap it from the 40. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Unleashes one. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They think there's room to run to the right here. He's loose. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They'll give it to the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
To the air, it's back. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Knolls.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all that athleticism.
Speed and swag, they got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, going up top. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Motion from the wideout. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's
gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back. Get him on the ground quickly.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. On the move to his left. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try the run. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. The Hurricanes decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Punt is in the air. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. His drive will open from the 15. To the air, it's Castellanos. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.